Good morning, students. Today we discuss about 11th accountancy morning video. In this video, we discuss about the petty cash book. So, petty cash book means all small payments must be supported by voucher, that is documentary evidence, and the voucher must be numbered and filed in order. So, the all expenses, small expenses, must be recorded in a separate book, cash book. That cash book is called as a petty cash book. So in a business concern, if all the expenses are maintained in the main cash book, means it is a lengthy one and workload will be more. So in order to reduce the workload of the main cashier, all small expenses are to be handed over to the respective clerk in order to maintain this petty cash book. So all small payments are to be recorded in a separate cash book. That cash book is called as a petty cash book. The person who maintain the petty cash book is called as petty cashier. So in this petty cash book, the petty cashier should follow the impress system of a petty cash book. That means first he should receive some cash from the main cashier. With that of the cash, he should spend expenses. He should make small payments during that month, and at the end of the month he should balance the petty cash book, and the balance will arise, and he hand over the vouchers and petty cash book to the main cashier, and the main cashier will analyze all the records in the petty cash book, and finally the main cashier will hand over the amount spent by the petty cashier. So already balance in hand in petty cashier, the petty cash balance, and he should receive the amount spent by him during that month. So the amount received during the month and opening balance will make an impressed. So generally the petty cashier should maintain impress system of a petty cash book. Advantage of maintaining petty cash book: there can be better control over petty payments, and there is a saving of time of main cashier. Cash book is not loaded with many petty payments. Posting of entries from the main cash book and petty cash book is comparatively easy. There are two types of petty cash book, that is simple petty cash book and analytical petty cash book. A simple petty cash book resembles the single column cash book, but the columns are different. On the debit side, only the advance received from the head cashier is recorded. On the credit side, all payments are recorded in only one column. This is known as a simple petty cash book. But in the case of analytical petty cash book, a separate column is provided for different heads of payments, and one column for total payments should be maintained in the credit side. When the petty expenses are recorded in the total payment column, same amount is also recorded in the appropriate expenses column. This is known as analytical petty cash book. It is a specimen for analytical petty cash book. In the debit side, one receipt column and cash book folio number column should be maintained. Date and particular will be the common column for both the debit side and credit side. And in the credit side, voucher number column should be maintained. Then total payment should be maintained. So whatever the small payments are made, first that should be recorded in the total payment column, and then the same amount in the same line, it should be recorded in the respective expenses column. So in a business concern, separate expenses are to be maintained in each and every column, that is postage, stationery, carriage, traveling expenses, refreshment, sundries, personal account, and LF. So with the help of these separate columns for each expenses, the petty cashier should record all the small payments relevant to the respective heads. If the relevant heads are not found out, that amount will be entered in the sundry column. Let us see one example sum for more understanding. That is, in your textbook, illustration 6, prepare an analytical petty cash book from the following information on the Impress system. So here they are asking to prepare a petty cash book. January 2017, in first date received for petty cash, rupees 500 is given. It should be recorded in the receipt column. And January 2, paid rickshaw charges, rupees 5 is given. It should be entered in the payment column and also the respective column. Then paid cartage the same date, rupees 12. Then January 3, paid for postage, 15. Same date paid wages to the casual laborer, 66. Both the amounts should be entered in the total payment column and then in respective column, postage column and wages column. January 4, paid for stationery, rupees 134, and paid for auto charges, rupees 18. Both the amounts should be entered in the total payment column and also in the respective column. January 5, paid for repair, 65, paid for bus fare, 11, and paid for cartage, 24. All the three amounts should be entered in the total payment column and then it should be entered in the respective expense column. Let us see the solution. So it is the solution for petty cash book. Example 6. First you should write the heading, that is analytical petty cash book for the month of January 2017, and in your ruled accounts notebook you should maintain a respective column. First column should be the receipt column, it is debit side, and then cash book full year number, and then date column, then particular column. These are the 4 column, 2 column for debit side, 2 column for both the debit and the credit side. And then from voucher number, it is a credit side. Voucher number, total payment, conveyance, you can add it traveling also, traveling and conveyance. Then carriage, that is cartage, printing and stationery, you can write printing also. Postage and telegram, you can write it in the postage column. Wages, official level, the amount will be entered in the wages column. And then sundry column, if any expenses are not able to record in the respective column, means that a small payment will be recorded in the sundry column. And then LF column. Here in this petty cash book, no need to prepare personal account column because of in this example sum there is no transaction for helps to poor students or paid to some individual person. There is no transaction, so you cannot open personal account column. First you can write to cash, January 1, 2017. The amount will be entered in the receipt side, that is debit side. And then by conveyance, January 2, the amount is 5. It should be entered in the total payment column, and then the same amount will be entered in the same line in the conveyance column. Then by cartage, that is carriage expense, first write the amount in the total payment column and then write the amount in the respective column cartage, that is carriage column. Then by postage, first write the amount in the payment column, then the same amount will be entered in the postage column. By wages, 66, write the amount in the total payment column and the same amount will be entered in the wages column. Then by stationery, 134, write the amount in the payment column and then the same amount will be write in the stationery column, 134. By conveyance, 18, first write the amount in the total payment column, then the same amount will be entered in the conveyance column. and then repair, write the amount in the total payment column, and the same amount will be entered in the repair column, that is sundry column. There is no separate column for repair, so you can write it in the sundry column. Again, by conveyance, write the amount in the total payment column and write the amount in the conveyance column. Cartage, again cartage amount, first write the amount in the payment column and then in the carriage column. After writing all the transaction in the respective column and total payment, then you can add the payment column first. So while adding all the payments in the payment column, the amount will be 350. In the same line, you can add all the respective columns. Each and every payment column you can add it, and then leave one line space. Then add the debit total, that is 500. Write the same total in the total payment column, same amount 500, that is the receipt amount. From that receipt amount you can subtract 350 total expenses, so the balance will be 150. That balance is called as by balance carried down, and the same balance will be brought down in the next line, that is below the total. You can write to balance brought down and write the amount in the receipt side 150. And to make the impressed system of petty cash book, you can receive the amount spent during the month 350. That amount will be received from the head cashier 350. That amount will be written as to cash 350. The balance amount is 150. The amount spent for that month is 350. That amount will be received from the main cashier. So it will be make an impressed system of a petty cash book. So likewise, you can go through the specimen thoroughly and also this example sum with the solution, and try to work out it separately without seeing the solution. With the help of the sum you can work out it, and you can check it with the help of the solution, and you can try to prepare one more sum. It is given in the exercise, the last sum, petty cash book. Only one exercise sum is there. You can prepare it yourself. So both these sums should be worked out in your ruled assignment notebook, sum notebook. Keep the notebook safely and bring it on school the next day, and send a task completed message in the group without fail. Thank you.